Good afternoon, everybody. So today we're at the Tesla Science Center in Shoreham, New York, which is also called the Wardenclyffe Historic Site. This site was actually used to be his lab. He conducted a lot of brilliant experiments here for his birthday and coil show. If you're familiar with his innovations and they see current, but he had a lot more than just that. So here's one of the statements he made in 1926 in an interview. He kind of predicted the entire, the cell phones, the wireless communications, and everything, and a lot of things we enjoy right now. And his idea was to create those towers, just like the one he used to have in Wardenclyffe, to communicate with each other and to transfer energy all over the world. And this is at his Wardenclyffe lab, which unfortunately they don't have tours there yet, but they will in the future, I heard. He was way ahead of his time. This is the replica of his coil that they're going to fire up later today. I'm certainly looking forward to this demonstration. So the show starts off with the Tesla owners car show here. So they have a different type of models and cars and I guess modifications presented here. But what I heard, they're gonna do a little surprise later on today. So I guess we'll see what that's gonna be all about. I've always been amazed by those cars. They're very simplistic, but yet very, very luxurious and very useful. I mean, you have everything you need in there, and of course, they're very efficient and very fast too. I guess this phone will be familiar for Doctor Who fans, but I wonder what connection would this have to Tesla, to Nikola Tesla? I'm not sure. But I'll be honest, I don't watch Doctor Who, so if you guys know, please comment below. I'll be very curious to find out. It's kind of cool to see how everyone does different mods to their Teslas. I guess everyone has different ideas in mind.
So he had a patent on this in 1898, and he showed it off at the electrical exposition in Manhattan, Madison Square Garden, the old Madison Square Garden back then.
What happened to the original?
I don't know. Yeah. I don't know if he destroyed it. A lot of the stuff that he worked with, where he was like gone.
You never had an assistant or
not that, we had people working for him, but, not really. Yeah.
There were a lot of interesting booths at the expo. I mean, if you like robotics, electronics, and science, I think it would be a great place to kind of explore. And this particular one is actually from Smithtown Robotics. Let's see what they came up with. They're gonna do a demo later. They also had a lot of demos of Tesla-inspired experiments, which I think is pretty cool to see everything in action.
Like one jump and then shoot. Everything. Not everything. This and the engine uses air, by the way. So we build tanks on the side, everything you match. And that's how you get the power to shoot that.
It's like the robot I have at home.
We spent 3 months on it. A year.
So you hold it. They dared Mr. Tesla to make an electric motor without the carbon brush. And he figured out how to do it. It's a staggering invention.
Okay.
But the main thing is, this motor does not need the carbon brush. This is an old carbon brush type motor. Okay. 12,000 RPM.
Wow.
And the top is an alternating current rotor generator. And when I put 12 volts into it, turns into a very strong north-south magnet.
Wow.
And this portion of it is turning inside this coil of wire that makes alternating current for the aircraft. So they're turning direct current input into an alternating current output. They actually call it an inverter. Aircraft have loads of inverters on them. It doesn't work. The Tesla people take my stuff on the road and I plugged it in and it don't work. But it puts out a very dangerous spark. When you press the button, it would put out a very dangerous spark across there.
On the side, the engine.
Report to the Tesla booth. Doug, can you report to the Tesla booth? Thank you.
It's between an incandescent and an LED bulb right there. Wow.
You guys want to try and snap your fingers again? See if it does something? Okay, ready? We're going to go 3, 2, 1. So ready? 3, 2, 1. What was that? Why are they dancing again? What are you doing? I think it's that big coil over there. It's doing something magical here. Okay, just in case anybody blinks. Ready, guys? 3, 2, and now feel inside of it. You feel how hot it gets super hot. So what you have here, the actual here is also the basis of a modern stove. It doesn't use a heating element anymore. It uses a bunch of copper. You put power through a ring and it creates a magnetic field. That also induces the current. So you're wondering, why did this launch up if it has no field? So this hand here, put it over here. So that's going to be your volume. This hand over here, I want you to bring it here. You're going to slowly raise this thing down. So you're not going to touch it though. So you don't want to touch it.
What is that
Ben, move your hands really fast. Ben, move your right hand fast. Concentration on your face. That was awesome.
Thanks for finding it.
Oh, this is the ham radio section.
I was a shop steward for Bosie,
Here's the Tesla car, which they're gonna wirelessly transmit energy to using the coil tonight. So let's see. I'm definitely looking forward to this experiment.
So my name's Mary Dahm, and I'm the president of the board of directors here at Wardenclyffe.
Darker, it was a little harder to see. We'll try to bounce the camera, but some things you might not be able to see, just the car experiment or a couple other things, and you can actually see the people who are presenting right now, but we'll try our best.
It was kind of like, just old home week. We'd see our friends from Shoreham, and that was kind of it. I walked around in here for 20 minutes and didn't even see anybody I knew because there were so many people here. And I'll tell you a little story. There were a number of us early on in this who were kind of wondering, how could we say that we're going to be a global science center when we're here in little old Shoreham, including all you guys. So how could we do that? But right after he closed on the property, Jane Alcorn, who you know is our founder, Jane Alcorn and I were walking around looking at the place, and we saw these people pulled up in a car with their trunk lit up over here on Tesla Street. So we asked them what they wanted to do, what they were doing there. They said, oh, we're here from, I think it was like Bulgaria, someplace in Eastern Europe, and they just wanted to see where Tesla had been. We said, well, that's pretty cool. A couple weeks ago, I volunteered to lead a tour here. And while I was waiting for my tour group to show up, a couple other people came out. And I said, "Oh, are you the Ukrainians?" They said, "No, we're Swiss." Okay, so some people from Switzerland were there. And then later on, I was giving a tour to a family of Ukrainians. Mother, father, daughter, son. We had a good time talking about stuff.
We always dreamed it would be a magnet to bring people here internationally that are interested in Nikola Tesla, interested in innovation, and interested in his ethos, innovation for the improvement of humanity.
So the coil was in California earlier this year for another show, and this is what it looked like. Pretty awesome, right? So on the way back from California, they had little car problems, so they couldn't be here for July 10th, the original date, and Tesla's actual birthday. But they finally made it out here now, and I'll be waiting to see the show for a while now, so I think it'll be awesome, and I can't wait.
Guys, all out? Everybody ready? 1, 2, 3. Close your doors.
And here is the Tesla car owner's surprise that they prepared. Let's see.
Some are starting out with pretty weak electric fields, and even with weak fields, you can see that the tubes glow pretty well. So let's see if the arc can attach to wood, and if the wood can resist it. Okay, capacitor's on. And there's what we call arc attachment. What do you think happens if we increase the power? Will the arc just stay a nice display of St. Elmo's, or will maybe it get hotter? Let's find out.
I know it's a little hard to see. It was a little dark here, so it was a little tough to film. But I think you see this when the actual lightning strikes. You see that a little better. but it's kind of hard to show this on camera. I think it's a lot better in person.
Oh no!
Well, I think that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching again, and please, if you like what you see, subscribe, comment, and like. Thank you.